I have someone in the comments saying he'd love to come up on the panel. He has like 14,000 followers.
Why didn't he just send in a request then? I don't understand. Send a
He
request.
hasn't sent any. I guess he expects us to invite him. He's a YouTube real Clavon motivational speaker and community advocate. So, yeah.
I don't know
Another
who
man,
you talking
woman,
about.
laugh.
I don't know who that man is.
I don't know who he is either. Wait, hold up. Someone's. Is it one of our? Oh, it's him.
Hold up. Before you go, who had something to say? So you can mute up. Anybody else had something they wanted to say real quick?
I did. Hey, Tara.
Hey, Sagittarius, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hope you are too. Find his second video. That's what I was saying. I know you guys don't read the comments, but his second video is, or first, I don't know which one it is. It's wilder than this one. It's crazy.
Yeah, somebody send me the video if y'all can. I'll play it. I know I'm asking for y'all to do the labor, but it's kind of hard to pull stuff up where I'm in the middle of the thing.
But just based on the conversation that y'all are having about the video, I mean, let's be for real. How many dudes in the quote unquote black community have we heard having these exact same conversations? Like, this is not a one-off. Philly, Jersey, New York, most of the major cities got dudes aplenty just like this. And they talk horribly about their wives. They talk horribly about their, baby mamas. They talk horribly about the chicks they smashing on the weekend. They talk horribly about women, but somehow still always got women. We know 15 of these dudes right off rip. I'm just saying.
Would it be okay to speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I am the man that you all are talking about.
In the picture? In the
Okay.
video?
Good for you.
That would be me. So let's give clarity real quick.
Hold up, real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
You
saying this? Hold up. I'm not come like for real. Hold up. Are you saying that you the guy who is in this video?
I don't necessarily know which video you're talking about, so.
Is this your picture on my screen?
That would be my picture, yes.
Cam up real quick. I mean, we already know what you look like.
Oh, you want me to go on my camera? Give me one moment really quick.
I'm not gonna lie, it does sound like him.
That's me. That would be me. Hold on.
Yeah, but for his own protection, so nobody else is like claiming to be him and misrepresenting his words. It's just him up if he can.
I can drop down for anybody who wanted to come up, but I did find the the second video, Tara. It was in videos I should react to under Publix.
Someone's saying yes, it's him, but it would, just so we know it's you for sure. That it's not misrepresentation to see
I'm gonna drop down.
And Sagittarius, you don't have to go nowhere if you don't want it, just so you know.
I figured it was some other people that may want to participate.
All right, okay.
Yep. Are we okay? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, y'all looking like. Are we listening?
It's him.
That's me. So I just want to kind of see where are we going with the conversation, so I'm kind of on the same page. Because I heard one part where it was saying about with my ex-wife. That's one part.
Oh, it's your ex. I'm so happy for her. But we just was responding to the video, and like I'll take on what you said and the many layers of like trauma that you clearly haven't processed and the damage that it causes to women every day. And essentially like why women shouldn't even mess with men, because like that shit is diabolical. And you didn't seem really remorseful either. But can you lead with the Windex joke? Because we was really confused about that one.
What do you mean when you say Windex? I'm lost.
You said something about she did something with Windex. You was trying to make a joke. We was confused.
He said she thought that I was gonna leave my wife, but she cleaned up like Windex, and he said I'm trying to make it light.
Oh, I was making a joke. Yeah, I was making a joke. So let's give clarity. So when I was speaking, because I don't know.
Oh, you're not. Hold on, wait. You're not going to explain the joke though, because we was confused. We wanted to, like, we couldn't understand the joke. Is what we were saying.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly which joke you're talking about. But I just want to get clarity because when I'm talking about what I've been through, what I've experienced, what I've been through and what I've experienced is me healing from knowing my actual mistakes.
You're
So,
not. You couldn't even answer.
Hold on. Let him say what he. Hold on, y'all. Let him say what he
Okay.
got. Go ahead.
okay, so because like I said, I don't know exactly where you all are coming from with the information, but I'm just giving you clarity on when you hear me myself speak. I'm talking about what I needed to heal from on my mistakes. Because where me as a man would sit there and blame a woman on all the different things, but not taking accountability on what I did on my own self, on what I did with the choices I made. So if you ever hear me when I say the choices I made with the women I had kids with, those are choices that I made myself because I myself was unhealed when I actually had my kids. So I chose women. I did not have a male guiding me. I did not have the best environment across the board. So those are things I'm talking about. And what I'm saying is maturing within myself. I'm a father. I love being a dad. I love my babies. So it's all, I don't know what's really being taken out of context. I'm getting here at the end of it, just to give you clarity.
Can I
All right. So can I hold up before y'all go? Hold up. I had a few questions I want to ask you. How old are your children, if you don't mind asking?
I have 6 children. But my oldest,
I'm sorry, you have how many?
I have 6.
So by your ex-wife, when you were with your ex-wife, how many children had you had at that point?
2.
Okay, and since then you've had 4 more. Is this all by the woman you said was a receptionist?
One with her. So yeah, with the receptions, I had 2 with my company. And I'm being transparent. This is
Yeah, no, we got it. We got it. We just, what happens is we've been up here talking for a while, and the ladies up here, they just have questions and concerns. So I just want to make sure we can get like the general things out there real quick. Okay. So I just
Tara,
to be
may
clear.
I say
No,
one thing, Tara, to you?
Hold up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I urge you, before you continue talking to him, so you can understand the level of trifling and insidiousness, that
Hold
you
up,
play
Melanin.
the other video. Play the other
Melanin.
video.
I'll pull it up. But did somebody send it to me?
I think somebody did. I heard somebody said they'd send it to you.
I mean, horrible choice.
Okay. All right. Let's listen to the second part. Okay.
Before you play it, are these videos recent? Meaning you're saying you changed and these videos is like 7 years ago and you don't feel that way no more? Or are they recent?
Context from, that's the next question. Because
No, hold on. How old is the video?
I don't know what video you're looking at. That's the thing.
This was posted on August 24th. So we're gonna just say it's recent, okay, y'all?
Oh, that's with the person I was doing the podcast with. So
That's fine. You say you don't. You say you didn't know. So we'll just say it's recent.
Okay, so with the recent video that actually was posted.
We're gonna play it so we all on the same page.
Oh, go for it. You got it. I chose to have kids with. I can't see the kids. I've been fighting for each one of them since they've been babies.
Okay.
And the kids believe I
Can y'all
never
hear?
want to be there. I've been fighting for the longest. I'm going back and forth with my older daughter right now who says that I never tried to be there, and I try to show her all the pictures. I'm trying to show her receipts, and she says, I'm a psycho. You're a psycho. You're a weirdo. You're foul. And I asked her, why don't you go say something to your mom? My mom didn't do this.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 17. But she asks, why do you have my mom blocked? Because I don't want to fight with your mom. You have a phone. I'd rather talk to you. So now in her brain, I don't love her. I'm not trying to be there. You always at work. Sweetheart, if dad don't work, I can't pay bills. But she don't understand that because she never was around me as much. So this is a vulnerable area where I'm telling you right now that I'm trying to fix. Now, when I bring this up to you, I'm really trying to get some type of support or some type of guidance on where to go because it's breaking me down as a man.
Okay.
I'm falling apart as a man because nobody addresses how I feel when I'm going through.
What kind of support in that scenario, if you were sharing that with your person, you were sharing your despair in that scenario in your life, what would be the support that you need?
What would you do?
I would ask you, what support do you need?
What would you think that I need? I'm bringing it up
I
to
don't
you.
know, because I'm not a man in that position dealing with those things.
So as a woman,
So as a human being, whether it's man or woman, listen to me.
oh,
This is communication. I would ask you, I am so sorry that you're going through that. What do you need from me? I don't want to assume. I don't want to guess. Tell me what you need for support.
obviously nothing.
Because here's the thing. Why is it obvious?
Obviously nothing, because
But
I just
why?
brought it up to you. You're a woman.
Okay.
You understand what's going on with this girl. I don't know what's going
You got
on.
like 2
I
minutes
brought it
left.
up to you as a woman,
Yes.
as a mother
Okay.
that can understand.
But that doesn't tell me what you need for
So
support.
obviously, I need to figure it out on my own. You see how I just shut down on you?
No, it doesn't make sense.
No,
But,
it don't make sense to you, but this is a common issue. That's what I'm trying
but
to tell
I'm
you.
asking you that you're shutting down. Why?
Because I'm looking for you to actually help me figure it out. And you're saying, well, what would you need from me?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, well, you know what? I'm telling you what's going on. And I just told you, you're a woman, you're a mother. I need support. I need guidance.
But
How
what
do I figure this out?
you need as support? Because you're coping with it as a man. I can't assume what you need as far as support.
Okay, so
I can have an opinion about it. I can go to toe with baby mama and all this other stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm supporting you.
aren't you a coach?
No, it's not about me being a coach. I am a coach, yes. And communication is very important. When I'm going through things in my life personally, when I'm going through it, I appreciate if my partner were to say to me, what can I do? What do you need? Let me tell you what I need. Let me express it, because you could try to do everything under the sun that you think that I need, and it ain't it.
Okay.
So and unless we talk about that, you can tell me what you're going through, that it has to deal with women, and I'm a woman, and your young daughter, and all that stuff. But it still doesn't tell me you emotionally, what kind of support do you need from me? How do you want me to be involved, or how do you want me to take a step back? Because I'll tell you what, when you assume things, and when people are going through things in life, you could step in when they don't want you to.
Okay, so
You could take a step back when you don't want you to.
What would you suggest? Because here it is as a man, I don't even know what to do. Are you here? Listen to me, because
I
you
am
keep asking me
listening
the
to
same
you.
question.
But why can't you answer it? How am I supposed to know? Hold
Some
on.
people don't
Let me
know how
ask
to
you this.
tell you this, and you keep
Let
asking
me ask
a
you
question.
this. How am I, as a person who is not in that situation, how am I supposed to know how to support you when you don't even know how to support yourself?
So
That's the video, y'all.
I seen that video. Now I know where we at. Now
And I just realized I
Hold
know
up, hold up.
him.
What y'all-
I know
please
him.
don't have, hold up, y'all. Y'all know I do open panel. Please don't have a bunch of people talking over each other. And before y'all start talking, y'all know how I feel about the long-windedness. Just make it quick, okay? Do y'all want him to respond to anything about the video before y'all, like y'all want him to respond first before y'all ask questions?
No, he ain't getting his shit off before us.
No,
I suggest that you
No, Melissa, you gotta wait.
and Tara, you control the conversation with him.
Yeah, I can do
I
that.
feel like he's gonna try to.
ma'am, I didn't come up here to be disrespectful, for the record.
No, it's fine, sir. We've been here talking for hours, okay? We had so many questions. And then listen to this. The horse showed up. We could hear from the horse's mouth, okay?
Yeah, I want you to have the conversation with the questions.
I got you.
Can
I think
I
it's
say one
just
thing?
Hold up, Melissa. I'm sorry. Hold up, Melanin. Sir, go ahead and respond to the video real quick. Go ahead.
So just to give you all clarity, first of all, when I do podcasts with the person, we're never prepared. It means a lot, because most time when you do an actual podcast, you have a dialogue that you're going to go off of or whatever else. So we're never prepared. So with me using I use a real situation, a real scenario, because it was going off of a whole nother statement that she wanted to go off of, one of her viral videos. So I use that. The whole goal was to give a call and response of people in relationships. A lot of women walk away from relationships. A lot of men go through issues as well in relationships. How do we have an open dialogue about situations? It never happened. It never happened. So me bringing it up and then me saying, okay, I'm just shutting down. If you're catching what I'm saying, I'm just shutting down Okay, I just told you the issue. I said I brought this up to you as a woman. This is what a man would say. I brought this up to you as a woman because I would feel that you would know what my daughter's going through, how she's feeling, how can I approach it. So that's how a man would actually speak to a woman in a relationship. For me personally, these are things that I've actually dealt with. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so okay, I got it. Let's do this. Before y'all respond, do anybody have any clarifying questions they want to ask?
I do. So my clarifying question, sir, was this an actual scenario that y'all went through, or was this like a role play? Because now you got me confused.
This is supposed to be an actual role play. And just to give clarity, me and this person grew up together. So I've known her since we were in high school, all the way up to where we are right now. So it's not like this is a person I just met. Just to give clarity.
Saying is this was not a real situation. This was something that y'all made up for the purpose of showing how communication breaks down, or was this a real situation and scenario in your life that you were playing out with her?
Exactly. I was using real situations myself.
All right, so what about the video when you're talking about you went and had another child on your ex-wife? Did that actually happen?
That
Huh?
came. I'm saying, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so wherever that video is, I don't know where that's circulating at, but that's a real situation.
Okay,
And
so hold on, I just want to make sure that's real life that your ex-wife didn't want to have a baby, and she told you only a dumb bitch would have a baby by you.
correct.
So you went and got your receptionist pregnant, correct?
Yeah, very
Okay,
immature.
because I ain't gonna lie, they just tagged me in this video. I don't like responding like live like this. I like to take some time with it. But I want to kind of go back to the original video when you were talking about the fact that you had a baby on your wife. To be honest, like that's what I'm really curious about. Anybody have clarifying questions? Go ahead, Sin.
Yeah, I had a clarifying question because he said this was a vulnerable area for him, speaking on his children or his daughter specifically. So I just want to clarify, was it not a vulnerable situation for your daughter?
Talking about right now as how this has gone left.
In context of you saying in that video that it was a vulnerable situation for you to talk about, was it a vulnerable situation for your daughter to experience?
Was it a vulnerable situation? You saying for me bringing it up? I'm just giving clarity.
Okay, I'm gonna clarify.
I'm lost. I am
Wait, no,
lost.
let me
So
clarify because you didn't understand. You asked a question that showed that you didn't understand. So I'm gonna clarify. So in a video in regards to your daughter, you said it was a vulnerable area for you to talk about. So I was asking you if it's a vulnerable area or something for you to talk about and experience. Having all of this happen to your daughter, do you think it was a vulnerable experience or situation for her as well?
With her bringing up how she feels, yes, it's a vulnerable how she feels. But then me as a dad,
Was it a vulnerable situation for your daughter to experience you as a father and all the things you put her through?
I never put my kids through nothing like that. No.
You said quote unquote.
Okay.
So I think this is where it goes left. Is one I've always
Stop. Does anybody else have a clarifying question?
A few months ago, you were crying on a video with snot flying and boo-hooing. That was you, right?
Which one?
Few months ago.
About what?
I don't remember. I think it was about his child. It might have been. I think it was about his children. I know this person. When I first got on TikTok a couple years ago, he used to run in the same circles as me. And he was kind of polite, mildly, I wouldn't say red pill, but still had some misogynistic viewpoints. But he kind of put himself out there as a good guy. I did not know you were such an asshole. He and I are even mutuals. You are such an asshole. You talking whining and stuff.
Real quick. So
wow.
that was him in the video, right?
Yeah, that was him. And I just remember a video a few months ago where you were crying. And I don't remember why.
What was that video about? What you crying in the video?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Son, because here's the thing. Ask the question with it because you're judging me right out the gate.
No,
This is
no,
why I
no,
judge you.
no. She's asking, are you the
I'm
one that
asking, what were
responded
you
in the
crying
video?
about?
So I had a situation, if we're talking about the same video, I had a situation where I actually ran into my actual son. Now, my son, going back to the receptionist,
How old is your son?
he's 7.
Okay.
Going back to the receptionist, I had 2 children with her. Now, I had the mom went and took my rights away when my mother passed away. Okay? I did not show up to
Is the
court.
receptionist?
Yes, I did not show up to court because I was grieving my mom. I just lost my businesses. I had a lot going on top of the debt, everything I had going on. So the mother knew this. Out of being
Okay. We got it. Real quick, because I wanted to comment real quick, but I want to make sure that anybody on the panel have any clarifying questions. We'll do responses, but did anybody have any clarifying questions?
He's right about that. He was talking about accidentally meeting his son in public.
I got that. I'm just trying to see if anybody had any clarifying questions.
Are you putting this content out without the knowledge of the mothers and the children, or are they aware that you're doing it?
They're aware. Now, when you say aware, am I sitting having a conversation? Because I don't have all relationships with the mothers. I have relationships with my children. So just like I said with the thing of me seeing my son, I hadn't seen my baby. And my son was so excited to see my face that he ran down the hall saying, "That's my dad."
Okay, so when your first wife said only a dumb bitch will want to have a baby by you, why did she say that to you?
It was a toxic marriage.
What was toxic about the marriage?
I don't want to say anything negative about her.
No. So you saying only she was toxic, you wasn't?
I would say it go both ways.
Yeah. So what were you doing in the marriage that was so toxic? Because we don't hear anything about anything that your wife did wrong. We hear about the fact that you went and had a whole nother baby on top of cheating on her. So what were you doing that was so toxic in a relationship that she would say, I don't want anything that she doesn't want to have another child by you, and that only a dumb bitch would have another child by you?
That's what was said. So once again, I don't want to say anything negative about her. I'm going to
not actually say any. Hold up. I think you may be confused.
I want to say about myself.
I'm not. No, listen, you're confused. I'm not asking anything about your ex-wife. I'm just asking, why did your ex-wife say that to you? Why did your wife say, oh, because y'all already had a child together, right? Y'all had a child together. She saw you as a father clearly, and she was like, oh, only a dumb bitch will want to have a child by you. Mm-hmm. Why did she say that if you were being toxic? Yeah.
It was not a mature, healthy marriage. I'm going to say that.
What
did you hold on, I'm no expert.
I hadn't done anything.
Y'all, hold up real quick. Hold up, pause. I know a lot of people want to go off, and so it's not a big chaotic mess. My Lisa's the one who wanted me to talk about this topic. Please don't interrupt. I like just let me get this information, and I'll circle the block and respond. But the talking over, you already know that's like I usually fall back because there's a lot. Just talking over or whatever. Sir, I'm asking you a very specific question. How were you showing your ex-wife that you were not suitable to be a father, sir?
Oh, that went way left. No, I'm a great father.
No, why was your wife said to you, only a dumb bitch will have another child by you? She did not want to have another child by you.
No. Here's the thing. And if you don't understand...
No, don't do that. Don't say we don't understand.
I don't want to say anything negative about her.
You don't have to. You don't have to answer that question. You know why you're struggling? Sir, you're struggling because you don't want to say something that you did. There's nothing to be said about her. Her telling you that only a dumb bitch will have a child by you, and you going out and having a whole affair and having a child on top of that shows there's something severely wrong. In the video, you admit that you was immature. But yet when I asked you, it's like, oh, I don't want to say anything about her. You don't have to say anything about her. Talk about yourself as a person.
But it would loop back around to that. So like I said, it was a toxic. When I said toxic, it was an unhealthy marriage.
So now your wife has left you.
No,
And
I'm saying,
and the one, hold up, the wife left you. The one you was cheating with also left you because you said that she thought you was gonna leave your wife for her, so you was lying to her about your marriage so that you could have access to that woman. She left you. Not only that, you have custody issue with custody with her, and then you have another 4 children on
no,
top of that.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You asked me how many children did I have with
Okay,
before I got
all you
my
have to do
wife.
is
I
answer the
had 2.
question.
I had
So
1 with her, 3 afterwards. After we had separated, I had 1 kid, then I divorced her, and then I had another kid with the reception. I had 1 more afterwards.
So that's what I'm saying. You knew you was immature because I
No,
keep
I
hearing in
didn't.
these videos. Hold up, I keep hearing these videos how you didn't know, you were so confused. And immaturity is your word, sir, not mine. You're saying that all these things you didn't know. However, when given the opportunity to like, okay, let me reflect on what I'm doing, even though I think it's bullshit, you still went and had another baby. Are you fixed? Have you had a vasectomy, sir?
How many people have grown up in unhealthy environments?
A lot of children grow up in unhealthier
No,
environments
not the
because parents
children.
are
Us as
no,
adults.
no, no. Hold up. What about your children growing up in unhealthy environments that you have created, sir? You telling us you create 3 homes now where children do not have their biological father in, and I'm asking you, have you gotten a vasectomy so that you don't make a 4th home?
There's no need for that. That's your opinion.
That's a valid question.
No,
I'm
I
pretty
have
sure your
not.
children will want to know that.
No, that's not for my children. But if my children would have asked me, I would definitely answer that because I have a relationship with my babies. I love my children, and I'm a great father. That's things that you.
It's interesting how you can't in real time. These are your hold up. These are mistakes you made. These are problems you caused. Yet you can't even admit that you fucked up. You can't admit in real time what you actually did. Every time you get a chance to speak on it, oh, I'm a great father. Always has something to deal with her. You can't actually say it. And this is something we actually notice with a lot of people like you who essentially will say, oh, in abstract world, yeah, I made some mistakes. We all made mistakes. But when it actually what you did, when the details come and we notice in the video, you start making excuses for your behavior. You're not actually taking full accountability. You just want to be a victim. You're a grown man, and at this point, you're not the victim. Your children are. The women you are leaving behind and not taking care of those children, and you just think about your own selfish needs. Those are the victims. I'm curious, who are you out here motivating? Are you motivating more men to be deadbeat fathers? You don't even have custody of your child.
Sweetheart, I mentor men. And
I
I
don't
help
need you,
men
sweetheart
to not
me.
make
My name is
mistakes.
Tara.
Okay,
It's on the
Tara,
top
I
of the
don't know your name,
screen.
but listen,
It's right here on top of the screen. It
encourage
says Tara.
I don't encourage men to be misogynistic towards women. I don't encourage men because one thing that I've learned over time is the choices I made were unhealthy. The actual bad mistakes I made were unhealthy. So I am putting that back into, and not just men, women I actually work with as well. Because
Now, how if you can't hold up? How are you going to motivate anybody to put anything back if you can't admit what you did wrong?
because you want
You
me to
can't
answer
admit
it
it.
one-sided.
No. You are not. No, you cannot admit what you did wrong. So you cannot mentor anyone. You
No.
out here sharing your story and victimizing yourself. Women see this all the time, but you can't actually admit what you did wrong. We gave you the opportunity to say, what did you do wrong? You just make excuses. So people like you should not be motivating anybody, mentoring anybody for what? To replicate your abusive behavior? Like seriously,
Well, what
you
is
have no
abusive
right to say you're a mentor. How are you mentoring your children? That's the question. Are you being a mentor to your children, to your son who didn't see you, and y'all like? How did your son not see you? Like, how did you not already have a lawyer set up instead of doing interviews on the internet and
These are your
crying?
opinions.
That should have been your first priority.
These are your opinions.
No, these are facts.
No,
Sir,
ma'am.
I only have the information because you put out there. All we know is that you don't want to admit to being wrong.
So you don't
You don't
know
want to
me.
actually admit.
You
Because so
don't know me.
let's try it then. Tell us one thing you did wrong.
Chose women. I love women.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not actually admit you did anything
I
wrong.
love
And
women.
now you know. You're
I
saying
loved women at one point. Listen to this. You can be
that's
great.
not love,
When you as a
sir.
man,
That's not love. That's not love. You're an insecure man who
No.
use women to reinforce your self-esteem because you don't care about
If you're
yourself.
successful-
Even in the video, you started talking shit about your mother, but your father sounded like he wasn't shit either. Why does your mother cuss your father out all the time? Like, what kind of shady shit was your raggedy ass father out here doing? And why, and Sin brought this up earlier, why are you humanizing your father literally your father, that your mother had you in a household with a child. She's telling this man on multiple occasions what he should and should not be doing.
I do have a question. How many of these children are under the age where they can make the choice to see you on their own?
Three.
And so are the other three deciding not to be around you by their own decisions and opinions?
2 out of the 3. That's what the whole crime was about when you brought up the video. Because I hadn't seen my son, I hadn't seen my daughter in that time frame when my mom passed, because I was trying to reignite my business and everything else. And I'm a couple million in the hole with the IRS. So when you got all that going on, ma'am, that's a lot to deal with as one person. That's a lot to take on. But most people have not even seen $30,000 in their bank account at one time.
Oh, my bad, go ahead.
When you're managing a lot like that.
Hold on, share that follow-up question. Let
Hold on. So my thing is, I'm a mother, right? And even right now, my kids are my priority, right? I'm literally sick, right? So this hyper illness that I have, I don't even know what it is, but I know I'm going to take care of my babies in spite of anything else that's going on in my personal life, any of that, right? So if I were in debt, that's a monetary thing. I'm going to make sure that I'm free. So don't get me wrong, I'm going to have to buckle down and focus when it comes to IRS. But I would never sit on this panel and prioritize that over the mental well-being and the connection and relationship that I've already squandered most of it, but I would still keep trying and not make excuses. And whether you realize it or not, that's what you're doing, sir. Empathy is one thing, right? Because that's what you're trying to elicit. It's empathy. Oh, woe is me. I can't even fucking breathe and I'm up here because you were my focus. When I saw that, it pissed me off so bad to think that somebody shared her womb to bring forth life and you didn't have the decency to stop saying that shit about her on something that you knew would go viral or that you hoped would, right? That's the mother of one of your children. And then you talked about how they were conceived was in a way to put her in a state where she was just utilized. You didn't give a fuck about her. It was because the kid that you wanted, that the woman you professed to love, wouldn't do it for you because she was no longer in love with you. And so you brought them into the world out of your own pure selfishness, and now you want them to feel empathy. That I don't think you logically hear what you're saying, and I think it's intentional, and I think, unfortunately, that you're mean, and I don't know if there's any fixing it. But if you want any opportunity with those other kids, stop talking about their mothers that way. Gain some awareness with your mouth. You could go ahead and Derek Jackson it. You can get my green my thumbs up. Go ahead and do the fake and phony for their sake at the bare minimum. Because disrespecting their mothers on the internet for clout and making derogatory things about Black women is not the flex you think it is. It absolutely is not. And it's disgusting and it's atrocious, and it doesn't elicit the empathy from the people who are really followers. When Black women fuck with you, we fuck with you the long way. That's the only reason why you're still here. Because your mother decided to fuck with a Black man in spite of having lived through whatever she lived through, right? And so for you to turn your back on us in small parts or in large sums for your monetary gain shows the type of person you are to your children, whether you realize it or not. My son is 9 years old, about to be 10 in a few days. And when I tell you he understood, I have to go console my baby because I had to explain to him why mommy waited so long to take care of herself. And I'm going to go take care of my baby. You don't get to fucking make excuses, and you don't get to go back. There's only one go at it. So you better watch yourself. And that's not a threat. That's me giving you some suggestions because I hope your kids hear this part. I hope your kids hear you getting something back for all the times that they cried wishing you were there, that they didn't understand why you had them, that they didn't understand why you couldn't be kind to the person who's always kind to them, which is their mothers. I hope you understand that. I know you don't give a fuck, but I hope they hear it. This ain't for you. This is for those women and for them kids, because I know you don't hear me. And I'm going to land with that.
So may I ask this question real quick? How many women have you actually seen that have kept the kids away from the men, that want to be there, that fight to be there?
Again,
Seen that.
you
Let me
know.
ask that real quick. Let me ask that
Hold on,
question.
did you not hear what she just
I
said?
heard exactly what she
Oh,
said.
no, then respond to what she said then.
No. Because
No,
that
no,
was
no, no,
that
no,
was
no. Can you respond?
bossy
Hold up. I'm gonna mute you right quick because like you wanted to come up here and speak, and that's fine. Okay. My Lisa just gave you a very emotional response, very detailed response about what you should do. Don't sit here and say, well, what about all these weird scenarios? Respond to the woman who just took her time to give you some feedback, sir.
May I speak?
Are you going to respond to my Lisa, or you just want to give
I'll
up?
respond to my
Because
Lisa.
thank you.
I'll respond to my Lisa. My Lisa, I'm a great father. I'm there for my children. But the part that everybody misses is that me fighting to be there for my children. And when I'm speaking up and being transparent, I get bashed for it. Transparency is not the most beautiful sight. So people don't know me in a personal stance, have a lot to say from a clip of a video. No people have come to my home. No people have actually come and hung out with me, know my background. So when I'm actually sharing this, and if I bring up anything pertaining to what I've been through, this is what I've been through. This is my story. This is from my lens.
I know you more. I know you more, sir. I know you more than everybody on this panel because we used to hang out in the same lives a couple years ago. I know how you used to cry and you used to get a little misogynistic pushback on shit, right? But you used to really put yourself out as a good guy. I know you more. Okay, I'm not in your life, but I know you more than these two fucking videos. And mm-mm. And you're a horrible person.
Did you ever apologize as loudly as you want the empathy, and say, you know what, I really wasn't a good, not just publicly, to them in a meaningful way? Do you go to those women and say, nothing about what they did, right? Because that's on them to take accountability when you've been a poor woman, right? That's on your conscience, your lived experience, and you're gonna have to look in your children's eyes and know what type of person you were as a parent. But I'm talking about you. When you go to those women, do you go to them humbly, respectfully, understanding the trauma that you built? Because we don't you got to make 3 families. We get lucky if we get a family once we have a baby. We become baby mamas. You're still just a dad or a father, right? I'm a baby mama. That's what I am. And as soon as you meet somebody else, that's what you are. I don't get to tell no stories. I don't get to have excuses. So the amount of empathy that you show the Black women in your life is different. The same way that you want something different because you're a man and the system is against you and nobody knows what you went through and nobody feels how you feeling when you're by yourself and you're crying. You know why? If you really want to be honest, it's because when that lady who you said has known you your whole life couldn't elicit from you the answer that she was trying to get, that's your problem. You don't know how to express yourself unless it's something where you want to be a victim, right? Or when you want to harm. She asked you what you needed. I have yet to hear you say that, period. Right? And then you're not apologetic for the behavior because you basically were bragging about it here. And now you want to explain how it is that you got like this because there's so many other people that are just like you. Not the flex. You're accountable for your 6 children that you brought into the world and those 3 women that you've harmed. And even if they've harmed you, that's the decent fucking thing that's what Black women do every day. We make that choice to somebody who laid in our bodies and gave us a child that has harmed us in our personal relationships that looks like your child. And we say to that man, yeah, you can take my baby. Yeah, you can go see him. They get excited when they see their daddy, just like that boy saw you. And the pain that that woman sees when she sees your face is the complete opposite. That's when we sacrifice. I don't think you can even empathize with that, let alone comprehend it. That when she sees you, she sees the man that would sit on the internet and say that she was a dumb bitch that you used to make a baby. When he sees you, he sees somebody who helped bring him to existence, and she still allowed you to be on a pedestal. You fucking lucky that he was happy to see you. That means that she was good to you, whether you believe that shit or not. That's what it means. That she was kind to you, that she spoke well on you, that she didn't talk disparagingly about you, for him to still love you. Because if she wanted to poison him, she damn sure could have. because you give her all the ammunition with these videos you putting out, sweetheart, whether you realize it or not.
Can I say something,
Thank you.
Sarah?
Hold up, no, Sinwin's next.
Okay.
Thank you. To that, because he's not doing it, so I will do it for not for him, but for me as a woman on this panel, and hopefully for other women and mothers. Thank you, Lisa, for what you just said. You made excellent points. I know that you, it's no words. Y'all, you sometimes you just gotta sit with that. He's not gonna do that because he's quick to respond as opposed to listening to hear. He wants to listen to argue. And so one of the points that Melissa made, right? You said there was no open dialogue in that video. So that coach, you said there was no open dialogue while she was telling you to say what you need. That was your out. That was your time to take that moment and make that open dialogue and say what you needed. And you absolutely refused because you didn't want open dialogue, at least not on your end. You wanted her to do the emotional and mental labor for you. After having 6 children, after ruining these women's lives, and not just the women, the children, right? Ruining these children's lives, you wanted somebody now to tell you as a grown-ass man, who I'm going to assume is 47, but you look 60. And that was a shot at you, and I don't give a shit because you ugly as shit. But that's neither here nor there. You had that moment to have an open dialogue, and you chose not to. And then you gaslit that coach by saying she's a woman and she has children, so she should know how to respond, when you as a man with 6 children did in fact not know how to respond. Stop asking them to do the labor. But on top of that, for you to sit up there and say that you had a second child with the woman that you said use Windex, that's what I really want clarification on, right? You made it seem like she was not a great choice of a woman to make a child with because she was inept at being a woman or a parent or whatever, because she used Windex, which we already established in this group before you came was a multi-purpose cleaner, right? You can literally use Windex to clean anything. Same as you can Lysol, same as you could most cleaning products. But that's neither here nor there. Why would you say that she's an inept woman, incapable of being, I don't know what you were trying to insinuate she was incapable of being, and then you made a second child with this woman that was incapable of being the things you're trying to insinuate she's capable of being? And if that's the hard question for you to answer, I'll reiterate simply.
So, okay, so Malisa, the question you asked is, did I ever apologize? I apologize to my children's mothers in person. Have I put that on the internet? No, I have not. Okay, that's in person. That's definitely in person, and especially more so to my ex-wife. So going back to your question, never sin or never sin? Okay. So going back to your question and your statement, as far as me not being able to answer the coach, the whole thing was for it to be a call and response to help people relationships. Where are we actually at, actually trying to help establish relationships or actually keep families together? Because myself, being a person that actually made these mistakes, I learned, dude, this is not a healthy thing. So where are we actually going when we actually
Are you married? Are you currently married?
By choice? No.
Okay, I just to be clear, because you were talking about how we gonna keep relationships together. But go ahead.
But I'm in a relationship, yes. So in actually,
are you in a relationship with a woman who mother your children?
No.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Everybody's not meant to be a wife, for the record. So just because you're a woman,
hold. See, that's where it comes from. Stop.
No, that's the truth.
Hold up. You want to say everybody not meant to be a wife, sir? Them women' biggest mistake was you. You were their biggest mistake. Do you not understand that? What do you mean somebody not meant to be a wife? You the one out here hot dicking it everywhere, making all these children everywhere. You got the nerve to say anybody got to be the like you ain't even qualified to make that comment. Like, it's the self-awareness, the lacking of self-awareness is so astounding right now, sir. Like, are you serious right now? They wasn't work. None of them women want to be with you. They don't want to be wifed up with you. Are you crazy? You're not qualified. Hold up, sir. I'm speaking. You're not qualified to be somebody's husband. And thank goodness the women are away from you. But you talking about relationships, and you in a relationship with a woman who not the mother of your children. Maybe you need to work on yourself outside of a relationship with anyone. Maybe that's what you need to do. That's why I asked where you fix, sir. Did you get a vasectomy? Because clearly, again, you out here just having kids. I'll take care of my kids. You don't have time for a relationship. You don't have time for a relationship because you got children you ain't got custody of and they ain't seen you. You ain't got time to be in nobody's face, right? Because that's your priority, right? Or are you just talking? Because it sounds like you just talking. Because otherwise, why the fuck would you be on here talking about some damn relationships? You need to be talking about fathers fucking being there for their children. Why is your son running to you because he ain't seen you in a while, but you go home and lay home with another woman? You got time for that? Are you fucking serious? Like, it's crazy. So no, every woman they got, what the fuck is you even talking about?
In actuality, what you're telling me to actually tell men to stop having, not being there with their kids, then you should be a person to actually tell a lot of women, hey, you know what, we need to stop keeping these kids away from their.
No, and see, there you go. You want, hold up, pause. This is why I said I don't understand how the fuck is this motherfucker a fucking mentor or some type of any type of speaker? Because here's the thing: how do you want me to talk to women about what, sir? What, sir? All this bullshit and this gaslighting is because you can't admit that you fucked up. Literally, this is the fucking problem.
Let me
all
say
of this. Hold up, real quick. All of this, all of it. All the feedback, all the back and forth and watch the video and look at this point, all this is because you can't admit that you fucked up. Literally, that's it. And you ain't there for your children. And you want to talk about relationships? You ain't got time for no relationship.
You don't know.
You ain't daddy of the year. Because while your son don't get to see you and your other two kids don't, you got 3 kids that don't see you. You home in somebody's face smiling, talking about a fucking relationship. Are you serious? You don't give a shit about them kids? You don't give a shit about them kids.
So you're actually saying that I don't care about
hold up. I'm gonna let hold up, y'all. I'm gonna let my Lisa say what she had to say. Like I said, this was her topic. And then so we come back to you and then we go to I'm no expert. Go ahead, my Lisa.
So when you say what you say, right, about that woman who has 2 children, because at the time when I heard the story, I only knew of you utilizing her for the 1 child. But now that you have the 2 children,
Oh, you're saying
okay with hearing you talk about their mother that way? That she cleaned up Windex. She thought I was gonna leave my wife, but I didn't, and I found another.
Lisa, you going in and out. We're going to come back to you, okay? Go ahead, Sin. Sin, you ain't there? What the hell is going on?
I'll go ahead and say what I gotta say real quick because I'm not even going to address him because we all see where this is going. What I am going to say there's 136 people in this room. I don't know how many of you are men. But to the point of the video where he was trying to elicit this woman to do the work for him, where he was trying to elicit what she was asking him is what y'all always say. Well, I don't need you to tell me what to do. Da 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 da. So when she was asking him, okay, what do you need from me? I've had to have this conversation before with one of my daughters. And she told me, sometimes, mommy, when I come to talk to you, sometimes I just want you to listen. Sometimes I want advice. Sometimes I'm just getting it off my chest. So we have to stop as people and ask you, okay, what is it that you need from me? And you need to have some sort of answer within yourself to tell me what it is that I need. Like she said, do I need to step in and give advice, or do I need to just step back and listen? When we asking y'all and y'all want communication, that's what the F we talking about. That's how conversations start. What do you need from me? Because I am not a man with a ding-a-ling, a baby mama, a wife, and all kinds of other things going on. So I've never been in that situation. I don't know how to handle that situation. But what I am asking you, doofy, is what do you need from me as a person outside of it? I can't tell you what to do because I've never been in that situation. But do you need me to just listen so you can get it off and open up? Do you need my advice based on what I think might work in this situation? Do you want my professional advice if that's what you have any expertise in? Do you need my help? Do you need me to show up with you to court to just hold your hand and be some sort of support? That's what the fuck she was asking. What do you need from me so that I am not overstepping my bounds in a situation that does not concern me? And then you turn around and feel some kind of way about what the fuck I said.
So you
What
didn't
do you
hear.
need from me so I don't step on your toes and cause a bad situation to be worse? If y'all can't show up with those answers on your own, leave us the fuck alone and stop asking us what the fuck to do. Figure it out for yourself.
That was the first thing that was stated in the video. If
Sir,
you
I'm
heard
not
it, this
talking
is
to you.
what
I
I'm
said I'm not
asking.
going to address you. I'm talking to the 140 people in this room.
All right, let Sam go. Go ahead, Sam.
No, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna concede my turn to everybody that's after me because nobody else got to speak, and
Okay.
this is a really important moment. I love y'all all.
All right. Go ahead, Yellow. Oh, that
Please, please let me know that you could hear my audio just fine, because you know I'm hiding in the bedroom to run in here and say what
real
I
quick.
gotta
I
say.
don't want to be. I just want to make sure I'm not being unfair. Dark Horse, or Melanin and Liz were here. I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like doing the rotation. Did any of y'all want to say something real quick before Yellow went?
I know I was next, but can you let Yellow go since she's on the clock and I can go after her?
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. I don't like doing it because I'll be forgetting. Go ahead, Yellow.
So first of all, I've been off the live for a little bit. I can't believe I ran back and the dude from the video is actually on your live. So kudos to you, Tara. Let me say this. Sir, you are the reason, the example why women are being like, we not fucking with y'all no more. You are literally it. You are literally it. You talk about coming together, but it is access and dealings with men who do things like you, who think like you, who behave like you, who come for children like you, that has caused women who previously wanted and desired to enjoy a lifetime with a man that are saying, I would rather be by my fucking self than to have to deal with somebody like you. You are the worst of the choose better. You are exactly the reason. You are what women think they chose better for until they get into it and find out they shouldn't have chose what the fuck they chose. And then other men turn around and be like, you should have chose better. You are the farce. You are the face. You are the mask, sir, that women are talking about as to why they don't know whether to choose better. You come with your bullshit, you slide and manipulate somebody into thinking you're a good person while you are not. There is literally nothing good about a person that would say, I am going to have a revenge baby. And be damned what that does to the baby. Be damned what it does to the women in the thing. Because my woman spoke rude to me. And my mama used to speak rude to my daddy. When the fuck are y'all gonna be men? When does your dick get to its full size that you're actually a man now and you get to start living on what it is that you did, not what your mama did, not what your daddy did, not your absence of your daddy or the presence of your mama or whatever other kind of nonsense is that goes on. Also, the idea that y'all have endless empathy and grace for men that behaved like you when you were a child, right? And then sit there and be like, well, my mama was mean. What the fuck was she mean for? And that woman on that video said she'd be a dumb bitch to have a baby with you again. She was right when she said it. She was right when she said it. And you, sir, you know why she was right when she said it. Because you probably, and this part I don't know for a fact, this is my conclusion off of listening to the clip, you probably was an absent as hell dad inside the relationship. You're there, but you're not doing shit. And you clearly were the type of man, the type of husband that would do exactly what the fuck you did. And she was right, that she'd have been a dumb bitch to give a baby to you again. She was right. You mad about her accuracy. She was accurate as fuck. Because a man that would do something like what you did and then years later be like, oh, I was selfish but my mama. I was selfish but my mama. I was selfish but my aunties. No, sir, you have not grown up at all. And the man that you were when you made that decision, that you seem to have come to some type of understanding or epiphany now to realize that it was selfish, you are still exactly him. Because if you could run back and be like, it's connected in any way, shape, or form to your mother's behavior towards your father, you've not changed at all. You've not grown at all. You've not deconstructed a goddamn thing, and you're still a danger to everybody that ever accidentally becomes emotionally attached to you. I'm not even a praying woman, and I pray to the universe, praise nature, that for the safety of any woman or child that becomes emotionally attached to you. Because you are a walking time bomb on the safety of the emotions and mental stability of anybody within a 10-mile radius of you. Because look at what you did, sir. As soon as you were done with that, as soon as you couldn't do any more damage to the area that you were, you moved on to start doing damage somewhere else. Sir, you are a parasite. You are a vampire, sucking the goodness out of anybody that you pass by, turning them into the beast that you claim that they are. But you forget that you're the one that's striking on them, because you, sir, are the monster. You are the reason that relationships are not working. You are the reason that good women are saying, I don't want to be a wife anymore. How dare you say there are women that are not meant to be wives? Sir, you're never meant to be a husband. Whose husband were you meant to be? The woman that you had a baby on? You was meant to be her husband? Or the Windex lady, were you meant to be her husband? Or this poor unfortunate soul whose bed you've crawled into now? Her husband? Sir, you are not meant to be a husband. Sir, you are not meant to be a friend. You're not meant to be a baby daddy. You're barely meant to be a man or a human being. It's awful. You know something? I am one of the women that has said, fuck these niggas. But it saddens me that that's the choice that so many women have made because of the actions of men like you. You make it not worth it. You make every bit of it not fucking worth it. And I land right there.
Can I say something real quick, because I gotta go? Can I say something really quick to end this? So first of all, thank you all for allowing me to come up. All right. And I heard every...
Hold on, you asked a question, but you didn't wait for the answer. The only thing to say at this point is to thank you. You should be saying thank you. If you gotta go, then I understand. But like the only thing to say is thank you at this point. Like literally, there's nothing else to say. Because I know you're about to give an excuse and then you want to drop. Hold up, pause. Because you could not take accountability for nothing you did wrong. And every time someone points out something you did wrong, you literally try to turn it around on the women that you abandoned with children. Literally. And then when women here have given you advice, the advice that you say you wanted in the video, I want the advice, you couldn't just say thank you. So if you're telling me you gotta go, then you can dip. We don't need the bullshit. Niggas like you is trash. Again, I don't know who you mentoring. You don't respect these women or these children because you care more about getting your message out than protecting the people who you're supposed to care about. You don't give a fuck about your kids. Gonna have to see their father say this bullshit. Kids who don't get to see you in person are going to see you online talking shit about their mothers. You see what I'm saying? The women who you're not around to support, you out here talking about helping people get in relationships. So like, it's so fucking crazy. So at this point, like, unless you want to say thank you for acknowledging what I can't see because I'm a deplorable fucking human being, you ain't got shit to say to us, sir. There's no fucking message you should be talking about I'm putting out here. Like, this shit is crazy. This man said his son ran to him, and my Lisa made a great point. She didn't even tell him how fucked up you are because he still missed your bitch ass. And the fact that you sit here talking about, well, some women don't deserve to be with men and stuff, like, what the hell? Sorry, you ugly as shit, first of all. You're too fucking ugly for this bullshit. Like, be for real. Hold up, I'm no expert. Like, he too ugly for the bullshit. He come up here and say the same shit these niggas say all the time. Only thing is, he got followers because he want to build his social media presence. He want to be this mentor to tell motherfuckers how to be in relationships. But you ain't nobody tell nobody how to be in a relationship. You on to your fourth baby mother, sir. Like, you're not even there for the children. You claim you're an excellent father. How you an excellent father and you ain't even there with your children? You don't have custody, but you got time for bullshit on internet. You ain't no excellent father. Y'all can't just say shit and it be true. That's not how it works. You don't get to just say, I'm a good father and you're a good father. Let's go to your 7-year-old son and ask him if you're a good fucking father. Let's go talk to the half of your children who don't see you on a regular basis, who don't know shit about you. You don't know shit about them. Ask them, are you a great father? Because I'm pretty sure they ain't going to say you're a great father. This motherfucker had the nerve to actually sit up here, the audacity to sit up here and say some women ain't fit to be wives. Sir, that woman fucked up because she met you. You the fucking problem. And you got something to say. You ain't got shit to say. Bunch of lies and bullshit. Like that shit is, listen, my Lisa, I don't know who this man and why you brought him into our life, but goddamn, I feel bad for anybody who the path he crossed. And if y'all following this motherfucker and getting motivation by a fucking serial manipulator, that says a lot about you too. This motherfucker online talking about relationships. Kids ain't see you in years. The fuck? That's crazy. Go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, I know he dropped, but I just wanted to say really quick, what this is, and I feel like, because not anywhere near like what he did, but I feel like there were times when I was much younger, probably late teens, early 20s, when I behaved with a similar sense of entitlement and a similar like allergic to accountability, and it's like an addiction, because like what happens is you behave poorly and then you feel badly about it somewhere in your brain, and then instead of facing that and like owning up to it and taking accountability and vowing to be a better person, you then do something else so that you can stop thinking about it. And then you do something else, and then you do something else, and then it's like a downward spiral, and it is so miserable. At least it was for me. It is so miserable, and I'm so glad that, like, I don't know if it's that the world forced me to eventually be accountable because I'm a woman and a mother, and the Lord knows they're holding us accountable. Or what happened that caused me to grow up and out of that, and to the point where I can look at that behavior and say that was not the move. But like, it is so miserable. I guess back to your prompt, like that I can't help but feel badly for him, because people like that, they have to wake up every day and be who they are. And I don't wish that on anybody. That's a miserable existence.
Thank y'all. Y'all, I don't like the fact that y'all got me doing it. The fucking who talk next. I don't know. I'm be honest. I don't know. Who was next?
I was supposed to go. I know I haven't went yet.
Go ahead.
You
good.
He dropped already,
Right,
and
you can open it back up now that the dude is gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to let y'all know. I don't fucking know. Go ahead, Dark Horse.
I was going to say that you guys kind of touched on my point already. So if somebody else wanted to come up, the scary thing is that he's saying he's mentoring people, which means you're answering people's questions, right? So the manipulation is, I'm on this podcast with this woman and I'm telling her I don't have the answers. Help me. I don't know what to do, right? So you're also saying, on the other hand, that you mentor and you're giving people advice and answers, right? So one of them is a lie, or maybe they're both a lie, but that's the manipulation, and that's what's being pushed right now, that I'm still here to manipulate people, women, children, whatever, to my own needs and my own gains. And when someone is here and they're focused on themselves, they're not going to answer and have any accountability for themselves, because that's not the space they're in. They're here in the parasitical space that Yellow mentioned. It's all about taking. And if these kids can't help him and he can't take from them, and the women he can't take from them, they're going to automatically fall in the I don't fuck with you list, because there's nothing to gain from you. Like he dropped from this panel when there was nothing he could gain, because he was trying to push out the agenda about the lady took my kid and I don't have access to that child. So he wanted to push that narrative about how the court system isn't fair to men, blah, blah, blah. We all know that your first appearance in court, they will not take your rights away. Now, mind you, if you're saying that this woman or what have you is horrible, she has went to the extent of saying, I'm taking his rights, which means she can never get child support from you. Never. So she'd rather have her kid and not have you around rather than have some visitation and some money from you. So what that says is she's stepping up to be mom, dad, everything financially for this kid, just to save that child from your emotional damage. That means you are on some real serious shit. If a woman will say, I don't want nothing to do with him, I don't need no money, I don't want nothing, because I don't want my child around that person. That's crazy work for you to believe that somebody's keeping a kid. That means you had many court appearances before that, and she knew that you were a blood-sucking leech, and she was trying to protect her child. And that last visit to court that you didn't show up was when your rights got taken. But it's never the first visit or the second or the third where they take your rights. None of us up here are dumb. But that woman did what she did to protect those 2 kids she had by you. And I'm glad that she did it, because we're all seeing in real 4K, real live on this internet today why you shouldn't be around them kids. Alan.
Melanin hasn't spoken yet, Tara, I believe.
I haven't spoken recently, but yeah, I know that motherfucker from a couple years ago. He definitely, he used to cry about, the mother of his children doing him wrong in the courts and stuff like that. And maybe I got suckered a little bit. He came off as a halfway decent person. Okay, he definitely wasn't giving no backstory about this bullshit in these videos and 6 kids and 3 baby mamas and stuff. And he was flirty and all this other stuff with, with women on the panel. I didn't realize it was him until I saw his name when he got up in the box. I was like, the real Cleavon. I know your ass. Yep, he's trifling. Trifling motherfucker.
Could have never guessed we would get what we got when I sent you that message, but girl, you did your thugs. I couldn't be any happier coming out the hospital to see that dude roll up and say, it's me. Proudly, for that matter, like a goddamn peacock with the head on backwards, looking at his own feathers. You could not have done any better for me today, I tell you.
That's how when we started talking, I was looking for you, because I'm trying to tell everybody, this was my Lisa's baby. I didn't know like a lot about the situation. She said to me, if y'all know, my Lisa always showing support, but she don't really go live, which is why I said when she said something, I let her like take precedence or whatever. I ain't expect the dude to come up here. But yeah.
Wow, that was like, whew.
Girl, I came off the live.
You only got one bar.
When I came back, I was like, the actual nigga on the panel?
Okay. No, Yellow, you gotta get that signal together.
Can I say something real fast?
It's open panel, y'all.
All right, so I'm gonna just say this. Yellow, because you got one bar. If you talking, we really can't hear you. And I do want you to speak, because you be eating. Like everybody on this panel be eating. Hey, Miss Maggot. Hey, Miss Melanin. Melanin don't play. When she see the bullshit,
Hey.
She pops the hell out. Ms. Becky, we got to connect on the back end, because I fell asleep on that Discord conversation, and I don't know what happened with the neighbors. And I need to know.
I be sneaking up on motherfuckers, saying I be sneaking up on them. Mm-hmm.
Nah, I appreciate it, though.
See,
because
this show niggas. But see, did y'all hear the conversation he said about his mother? So you not only blame your mother and said what kind of person she was to your father, but you never asked your mother what kind of husband your father was to your mother. Okay? And you said you learned this behavior and all of this stuff. Listen, at certain age in your life, you have to stop blaming your parents for the upbringing and do something else. You decided to get married. And then this lady saying that you ain't shit with your bad built ass, to not even procreate with you again. You turned around and went and slept with the help. The help. And then
let's not do that. Hold on. Whoa. I understand what you're saying, but no, we're not going to do that to that woman.
I understand that. Yep. But he's wrong, and he's never going to take accountability. And for him to be a mentor is wild to me. You don't need to be mentoring nobody, giving nobody no advice, no keys, no context clues, no lookup terms, nothing. And that's what he did. He came in this live to get some clout.
so he can take it to the next and say, hey, they try to hold me accountable, but I'm not gonna hold myself accountable because some women don't need to be wives. Sir, you don't need to be a husband. You don't need to be a mentor. You need to go to therapy. And I'm gonna land there.
All right, so I'm gonna just finish real fast, and I do want to say, Miss Mackey, what you said about the woman, I'm gonna just unpack with you real fast, cause I know we can't do the long-winded shit. We gotta give everybody a chance to speak. So when I first wanted to respond to him, I did want to call her a Windex warrior. It's fucked up, but I did. But I had to unpack because she had a second child with him, which means that when men choose women, it's often because they're great women, they're awesome women, right? He tried to invalidate that woman to his wife and to the woman that he called the coach that he was this initial prompt is about. I can't do that, but I will say this for the men that's justifying his behavior in the comments. He has 6 children. He claimed that 2 out of the 3 children who are of age, old enough to say that to choose to see him, they don't. There was a pick me in the comments who said one of the kids lived with him. I'm guessing that's the 1 out of the 3 children out of the 6 that decided they don't want to have contact with him. We gotta hold him accountable for that, right? So basically only 1 of your 6 children live with you. That's wild. When it comes to single mothers, all of our children typically live with us. And even if they don't, that's neither here nor there. All I want to say is the dude ain't shit, and that's apparent. My Lisa, thank you so much for your contributions. I know that you said all of that and you're not well right now. You got a little cold, or I don't want to invalidate, but I know you're not feeling well, and I pray that you feel better. And I just want to say, y'all, like the live, tap the screen, and the host has a gift goal as well as a subscription goal. It's only upwards and onwards from here. So please make sure that y'all subscribe to her so that we could keep getting this amazing context and information that she's putting out, as well as look at the work she put into that background. She put that man on Mars because that nigga's a fucking alien. He's foreign. I'm just joking. But yeah, keep liking the live. And please gift the host, gift the panel, subscribe. Please subscribe.
Thanks, and I appreciate it.
Can you hear me now or no?
We can hear you now.
This dude said
just real quick, any man in the audience who was like defending him, y'all the same person. Thanks for the Meerkat. I appreciate you. Thank you,
still here listening?
Is he
still here listening?
You know he is.
Not in the comments.
Okay,
He was
so
listening. I'm sure he's at least in the hallway.
Let me say this too, because I got on my rant and I had one little point that I forgot to add on there. Our lovely host Tara says it's all men, and I say that there's a couple of unicorns out there. Let me say this right now. Somewhere out there is an actual good man that can't find a woman because you are the cause of the loneliness epidemic. Men like you cause the loneliness epidemic. Men like you cause women to turn away. And somewhere out there is a good man who's not being trusted by women because of your behavior. You actually are responsible for that. You're responsible for that. Because that seems to be the shit that means the most to y'all, that men get access to women, that good men get access to women. But right now out there is some good man that cannot find a good sister to trust him, because when she went onto the internet, she saw you, and you validated what she has heard about men. You validated how scary it is to be with men. You validated her fears about getting married. You validated her fears about having children. And somewhere out there's some man crying in the dark because he's never done nothing wrong. And everywhere he turns, women are telling him that men ain't shit, even though he wanted to not be shit. So I want you to carry that, sir. I want you to carry it, because y'all keep trying to figure out that the loneliness epidemic is because of women, but it's not. It's because men like you keep showing up loud and proud all over the place in masses, and y'all are scaring the coochie away. Maybe you're so manipulative that you always find the right lie to get down to lie next to another woman. But the actual good man who's honest, he's having a rough time because of you. Because of you, sir. That's all.
Thank
Not only
you. Lady Q, I did get the Cash App. Thank you. I appreciate you.
not only that, Yellow, it's not that they have effed up the woman. On top of that, they are occupying the good woman that the actual good brother could be having right now. You're occupying her time. You're occupying her space. You're breathing her air when she should be with the other dude who does want to do right by her. Just like Sierra and Future and Russell. Future was occupying Sierra's time when she should have been with Russell the whole time. So get out that woman's life and let her go find her man.
I ain't gonna lie. I disagree with y'all. I feel like I'm not saying y'all wrong. I just disagree. I think this type of man is the reason why it's not worth messing with men, period. Like, don't go try looking for a good man. Because even though this man has 3 homes he's destroyed and he's working on number 4, he's still out here promoting himself as a good man. He still think he's redeemable, right? He low key was throwing his ex-wife under the bus. I don't want to talk about what she did. He literally could not talk about his own problems, what he did wrong. So I'm saying, I don't know, for me it's like not even like looking for the good man or where he at. Like, this is, to me, this is reason to leave these motherfuckers alone. Because like he gaslighting more people now, and I'm pretty sure this new woman thinks she better than the last one, because that's what they do. And it's like that mask, they keep coming with that mask. I don't know. Like, show me the good man calling this nigga out. Now maybe we can have a conversation, but no, don't go out there talking about, like, I don't know. I just fundamentally just disagree with that point. I think the problem is this man felt when he said that I can just go have a child with somebody else, he meant that shit. And that the men who agree with him feel like, yeah, she don't want to give me babies, I go have babies with somebody else. And that's the entitlement that men should not have. Like, what the fuck? Y'all can't have children. Yet y'all out here telling women what they can and should not do, or you gonna make a child with somebody else. Y'all, a lot of these motherfuckers shouldn't even have children. Like, we gotta get the courts involved for you to see the children, for you to pay for the children. Like, I know it's normalized, and that's what we see all the time. But you understand how fucked up that is? How many women are just out here like trying to figure out what to do, what's going on with the man, if he gonna be there for the child and all this bullshit. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers shouldn't even be able to be in your presence. Like, to be honest. That's just the way I see it. Like, fuck him, and then you a good man, go fucking fix this system. Be good about that. Get the fuck out of my face. That's just the way I see it.